Hello and welcome. I am Flatcap Callum and this is my Cheltenham Festival Day 4 staking plan. Alright, we've reached the end of the week. We've battle hardened 3 days. We're going into the 4th day. We're carrying a few bumps, bruises and scars because it's not been so hot so far. We have lost again on Thursday, so almost broke even Tuesday. Then we got just over half back Wednesday and just under half back today. So we are needing a little special something from Gold Cup Day on Friday. So I got it as 40 on yesterday, 16.08 back on the regular channel. If you do freebets.com, we got annihilated once more on there, but that puts us for the regular channel. So if you're doing the £160, we've got another £40 to go down on Friday. I got it at 76 back so far. So worst case scenario of the whole week, if you're adding the £8 back, I think we've got for free bets. If you're doing the whole thing, the worst case scenario is you're going to lose £117. Now, at the start of the week, I did say the worst case scenario is lose £200. So it's not completely terrible, atrocious, appalling, but clearly people don't want to come and lose money, do they? Equally, I'm not somebody sat here with a crystal ball. So what do we need on Friday for our £40? The magic mark is £84. If we get to £84, so just over doubling our stake, that's how far we've got to go. It is not insurmountable to achieve that, but given how it's gone so far this week, confidence will be at a low because we've taken a bit of a beating. Albeit we've got more than half our money back for the week so far, so it's not a complete whitewash. So £84 is the mark. That's what we need. So what have I got for Friday? Well, I've had to attack it a little bit. So the stake is the same. We've got no single win bets. All of our single bets are each way for Friday, and the prices. I haven't just gone fishing and chucked in things willy nilly. I know some people think that's how I do it. Just literally chuck a bunch of darts and see how we go. It might look like that when we get to County Hurdle. I've spread my bet there a little bit. It's best race for Friday, but. We've got spreading the singles a little bit, but we've got more prices. We're playing for a few prices. So if it's a day like Thursday, the thing I did get absolutely right was it's the value day, not a favourite in sight one on Thursday. Everything was a reasonable enough price, quite a few double figure prices, some nice double figure price placing. We just weren't on enough of them at all. That's what happened. Friday, I think it's better than I thought it was going to be honest, how it looks on Friday. But I'm happy enough with the prices I've got. So given the prices, I'm happy that we're going on the offensive. So we're on the ropes, but we're attacking the market with some big old prices. That's the plan. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll come on at the end of the week. I mean, I'll probably on Sunday I shall do a review of all of Cheltenham. And sort of do a bit of a kind of where we were all at, but it didn't feel great today, and personally I had some really sad news. So it's one of them days when you go, do you know what? It might have not gone well on the horses, but there are more important things in life. I know it's Cheltenham. I know I'm saying that, but I know most of you get what I'm saying there. Family is key, and that is more important than the horses. So. Today was a sad, timely reminder that, you've only got one opportunity at it. Make the best of it. Some people do great things and win, Nobel Prizes. Other people make low-key horse racing YouTube-based channels. So, right, let's run through how it went on Thursday, and then we will go through the battle plan for our last day. So anyone who's still with me, fair dues, thanks very much. I know there's a lot of loyal supporters out there that literally I could tell them that I'm going to back a goat in the race and they'd still probably do it. And I really do genuinely appreciate that because people can see what I'm trying to do and what I'm about. However, I have not got any goats racing on the channel on Friday. Might look like that earlier in the week, but okay. Right, rundown. How did we do Thursday? James de Burley, I thought was actually running an alright race and just faded a little bit, but Mighty Potter, got smashed in that race, and there was Stage Star 1, and there was a 40-1 place which I wouldn't have picked. Well, I didn't pick, did I? 210 in the Pertemps. Mill Green, which is one I have been tipping up anti-post, ran a great race and placed. That was nice to get that on the board, and for anti-post followers, that was something back in the coffers, because I've kind of pretty much talked about. I think I've talked about that on both channels, but the others weren't quite there at the party. Risk and Roll was the one really. It drifted to 150-1, and it was staying on 9th. If you're a Sky Bet customer, 8th would have done you for 150-1. That would have been the difference. That would have given us just about. Well, I think that would have given us just about profit for the day. Almost, yes, pretty much there. Anyway, close it would have been. We didn't get it, so it doesn't matter. 250 Ryanair. Janadil was poor. Hitman did in turn out to be the nice value horse, 22-1. So a little bit of place money there, but didn't put it with any of the accumulators on the main channel. The stayers, man. I mean, it happens in the stayers. I remember a few years ago. I think it was Lisnagar Oscar. I think it was. I might be getting mixed up. I think that's what the horse was called. That won at a massive price. So yeah, Sire de Burley and then Dash or Drash, the first two home. Just brilliant. It's nice to when people can see it's not all just dodgy and corrupt and the short price favourites with people with inside knowledge win, and you actually get some funny results. And 3 miles over Cheltenham is one of them. Stayers does it, and we've got the Albert Bartlett on Friday, and you get some funny old ones in that one too. But yeah, Tiupu ran a creditable race, but was, I think, placed second, technically finished third. 410, the plate. Celebra Diana and was disappointing. I was sad about that because I really thought that was going to run a better race. We only had a fugitive place in that one for a bit of place money. Mare's Novice, we didn't get near the party for that one, so that was nothing. And then in the Kim Muir, it was the Biggie Defi Bleu was the only one that placed. Again, didn't have it in any accumulators. It was 66 for a lot of the day, SP'd at 40s. So, Lucky 15 started off Mill Green, first leg, possibly was it going to be good, and then the rest let us down. So, again, 3 luckies in a row, 1 leg is all we managed to do. So, we need more on Friday, 100%. The win bet, wow, that was bad, wasn't it? Nothing. So, all the favourites got done over, so not even close. And then the each way Trixie, none of them really were that close. So that was poor. And then the combo bet, yeah, Risk and Roll. That had done you. Placed, and we would have had a place double with it with Fugitive, but no cigar. So that was those. And then we did have a Dundalk Saver special. And it was so close. Juno Beach was 5th. We needed top 4. That was poor, but then Miss Up Beat drifted to 40-1 and was 4th, so that was counted. And then Bring Us Paradise, we needed it to be 3rd and it was 4th. So we were smidgen close there to hitting upper place treble, but we actually got 0 return because that ended up being the biggest prize, the only one that placed, and I didn't have a single on it. So Thursday, last year Thursday, that was a special one, and Friday we got turned over bad. So maybe we're going role reversal. Maybe Friday. Maybe I'm just hoping too much. I don't know. Hopefully people have enjoyed at least the week and watching the racing and having an interest. We've had some winners and we've had some nice places. Just not enough. So Friday now. What have I done for Friday? I've taken off the lucky socks. So a little story here. My kids I think it was Christmas. I think they got me some lucky socks. Was it Christmas or my birthday? Daddy's lucky socks. The first time and the only time I ever wore them was the last time I went racing. I went to Newbury Races and I had a terrible time of it at the track. And I thought yesterday, let's try them out. Let's give them some luck. I put on the lucky socks. Those lucky socks are never going to be worn again. I'm sat here right now with no socks on. I've taken them off prior to recording the video, so I am sockless. I've got slippers on, like I'm borderline an old man, but no socks, just slippers. Anywho, way too much. I appreciate you didn't want that, but it's there. Right, so the attack plan for Friday, we are going after 4 races. And yeah, that's it. We're putting the focus on the 4 races. We've got little bits on the other 3, but little bits. So it's the 4 races. We need to get something happening in most of those races for us to succeed in the challenge of the £84 target. So, first up, in the Triumph Hurdle, a terrible race for a bet. It is a terrible race for a bet. I don't like it generally, but 14 runners and they're paying 3 places across the board. The front 3 look like the best 3 by some way. I'm not going to split them, and I'm not doing any singles on them, and I'm not putting them anywhere near any of my other bets. So the only bet I've got on for the Triumph for the staking plan is Hypotensus 40-1. It's the one that I think has got the most chance of stepping on. It's only run once over hurdles, ran with credit, and often these young horses will kick on a little bit. So I think at the prices, that's the each way play in a market you really wouldn't want to get massively involved in with the place terms. So 75p each way, Hypotensus. Then the county hurdle. I mean, there's about a million horses. I've only got 8 of them. So what I've got here is I've got 8 of them. I'm spreading the bet on the county hurdle. I wanted to get the most stake on there. So £8 of our £40 stakes. That is 20% of the whole of our stake is going on singles on the county hurdle. Trying to get something happening in that race. So what I've got is I've got 8 in there, and I've taken four of them appear somewhere in the accumulator bets, and 4 of them are singles only. I think that's how I've worked it out. Maybe even 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then there'll be another one on freebets.com. I think that's how it works. So, Sharjah, I think I know it's a shorter price, 17-2. Didn't want to leave it out. I think they've that could have run in the champion hurdle and got some place money, but I actually think, given how it's run, and even though I know it's slightly on the wane, looks in terms of the horses with form, the best handicapped horse in the race. So want to have Sharjah in there, even though it's an ageing horse, dropping back into a handicap. Then we've got Path d'Oru 18-1, Pinkerton 25s, Highway 102, which was back when my tip for the Betfair hurdle when it faded to 7th and cost us a few quid, but I'm keeping some faith with it again at 50-1. Then we've got into sort of a bit more, the bottom 4 are more of the need to kind of have a bit of a turnaround for different reasons. We've got Favois, which ran badly last couple of times, 25s. Milkwood, which I tipped up anti-post, but I just think the ground might be a bit soft, so I want to keep it in, but I'm not going big on it. Glory and Fortune, which needs a bit of a turnaround, but has got absolutely form in the book that says it could do a decent run in the county hurdle. And then the one I've stuck at the bottom, Ganapathy, which is a Patrick Neville horse. He took it off Mullins, and he's been running it over chasers since he's got it, and it's been running okay, and he's chucked it in here, and he's obviously shown, because he's the same trainer who had the real whacker, that he's a bit of a shrewd guy when it comes to placing horses in the right races. So it's stuck there at a massive price with a £5 claimer on it, and I just think I don't want to walk past it. I think that's worth having a little squiz. It's got back form that says it could be competitive, but it hasn't run a hurdle race for a long time. And you look at that and you think flat speed on smaller obstacles, given what it's going over further distance and chases, it might not be his thing. But he could have put that in a number of different races, and for whatever reason, he's decided that the county hurdle was the right race for it. So yeah, I think that's worth keeping in. Then we've got so outside the county hurdle, which is the best race of the day, we've then got 2 other good ones which are not handicaps. Now, I should flag county hurdle, 8 places on Sky, 6 everywhere else. So there's 4 races today that are a bit different. So yeah, 8 on Sky, 6 everywhere else. It's massively advantageous for Sky Bet users. Then in this Albert Bartlett, we've got 6 on Sky, and then 365, Coral and Ladbrokes are 5. Everyone else is 4. So just if you've got different bookies, watch out. This is the day I'd say is the most sensitive to shopping around and getting one in the right place. So if you've not got Sky for Albert Bartlett singles, you want 365 Coral or Labrooks that will also pay 5. We've got Favre de Champdou, which I've tipped up anti-post. I think that should be shorter. I honestly would make that borderline favourite for the race. So 9-1, I still think there's value. And then I'm going for 3 biggies, which are all British horses, and I know there'll be a bunch of people screaming at the screen, go, "Why aren't you chucking in more Irish horses?" It's the Albert Bartlett. Come on, sort yourself out, son. But I'm sticking with the British horses in the Albert Bartlett. I think all 3 of them have got more to show and could be progressive. The race has got a history of chucking up some. But yeah, I think particularly Rock My Way and Chianti Classico definitely look progressive, and we're not seeing the best of them potentially. And then Idalco Buhue, I think it's just a bit of a price. I think it was worth trying. I saw it when it ran behind Hermes Allen, and yeah, it didn't run so well the next time out, but I think it could get that distance, and it's not going to mind running on the ground. So I think it's worth a try. So they're all, we've got Favre de Champdou, 75p each way, the others are 50p each way. That's Rock My Way, Chianti Classico and Idalco Buhue. And then we've got the Gold Cup. Sky are 5, stand out on that one. Then we've got 365, Paddy and 888 that are all paying 4. Then most other bookies are only 3, which is really, really disappointing. Because the difference between five places and 3 places in the Gold Cup is it really makes a difference to how you might want to do it. It's a staking plan. So do I think Galopin des Champs is the best horse in the race? Quite potentially is, but I'm not backing it, and it's not appearing in my staking plan. So I'm going against the favourite, not because I think it's not necessarily the best horse. I just think there's no value in the price given what it's already achieved. It does look a very, very impressive horse, and it could absolutely tonk the whole field, but I'm looking for the place money. Manila Indo was an anti-post tip. It's come in quite a bit. I'm just having a little wager at 12s though. And then Protectorat, I think that's the dark horse now. That's where I've been flip-flopping about this Gold Cup quite a bit, and I think Protectorat is the dark horse of the race. I think it finished up a third last time. I think it's still improving. It did fluff the last fence last year if you watched back the race as well, and it lost against ultimately an inspired A Plus Tard, which is not looking like the same horse at the moment. So A Plus Tard could bounce back, and that absolutely could win the race, but not at that price, not given what it's done this year. I think Protectorat's the value play. And then Royal Pagaille run solidly the last 2 years, 5th and 6th. And given we're paying 5 places on Sky and 4 on a few other bookies, the fact the soft ground is there will help that horse. And I think if that horse is up to standard still, and the soft ground puts in a bit of an improved performance in it, I think it's worth keeping on side. So all those 3, 75p each way singles. Then last 3 races. All right, we've got the Fox Hunters. I dislike the Fox Hunters massively for a betting point of view, because it's sort of the low grade race of the year, if you like, for, you know, in terms of Cheltenham Festival. It is a bit like the cross country in the sense that you do seem to start having slightly more talented horses popping in there, but it's so hard to read the difference between the form of hunter chasers on kind of national hunt courses versus point to point form versus what they did when it was a standard chase race. So I've not included the Fox Hunters horses in any of my accumulators. I've just had 3 50p each way singles. Got Secret Investor, Le Marlin and Mighty Stowaway, all 50p each ways. And again, flag on that one, different flag on this one, 4 most bookies, but Coral and Labrooks are 5. So if you want to get your singles on Corals or Labrooks, they are paying 5 places for those. If they were paying 5, I would have more interest in accumulators, but I've left it for singles only for the Fox Hunters. And then the Mare's Chase, again, just got single only. LMA is the value play, I think. I think the top 3 look good, but that's the value horse, 22-1, given that it's come first and second in the last couple of years, 75p each way. And then finishing off the Martin Pipe, 6 on Sky, 5 everywhere else. Mai Tai 75p each way, 9-1, and I've confused it myself by writing it the other way around. I think that's an unexposed horse that could run a decent race. Then we've got West to the Bridge, Skelton horse, 75p each way, and we've got a couple of Elliots at the bottom there, Felix Desjardins and Fleuron, both 50p each way singles. That's that. Okay. Right, so given everything I said, what does it mean I've got for the accumulator bets? This is how we're attacking it. Lucky 15, 210, Pinkerton 25s, 250, Rock My Way 28s, 330, Raw Pagaille 50s, 530, Felix Desjardins 33s. Some nice tasty prices in there. We could do with something. Then the Win Trixie, I've gone bigger prices than I have the rest of the week. So we're in it to win it. 330, Bravesman's Game, 7-1. 410, Billaway, 7-1. And the 450, Allegro de Vassi, 13-8. The kind of the thought process there, I think Allegro de Vassi is the right favourite. Put those two in there. I do fancy their chances of coming out ahead, but they're both in very competitive races. So the thought process being, if that one looks like my best win chance of the day, without putting singles on those, if that one does come in and win and we get one of them with it, we won't be worrying about missing the single on the other two. If that makes sense. All right. And the last bit of the plan. Here we go. Last bit of the plan. My arm's aching. Feel like I've spent all week holding up some sort of really heavy ring binder. Each way Trixie, we're going 210 Sharjah 17-2, 250 Chianto Classico at 50s, and the 530 Mai Tai 9s. So we've basically got a couple of shorties with a biggie. That's the plan. And then the combo bet is this for tomorrow: 210 Path du Roux 18s, and we're going to put in the Neville horse in the combo doubles, Ganapathy at 80s. Then going on the 530, Al Fleuron and West to the Bridge, both 28s at the moment. 4 times 25p each way doubles. A reminder, I will take SP prices for all of these. Okay, that's it. We've reached the end. Thank you very much for joining me for this week or this year at Cheltenham. As previously mentioned, I will look to do a review of everything on Sunday. So at some point on Sunday, I'll do a whole review. So the plan is Saturday I'll have a regular video out as well as freebets.com. So they'll be both out Saturday. At this stage, I'm not sure if I'll have any selections for Sunday because the racing looks quite poor at the moment. So it may be on Sunday, the only video is the Cheltenham review. It may be there's a very small vid, we'll see. But at the moment, it could likely be Saturday's the last day of the week for me. Then next week, to pre-advertise, I am not planning to do any videos next week. I'm going to take a week off video making and just have a bit of a rest. Like I have got very little sleep this week from researching, video making, comment answering, and trying to place my own bets along the way, whilst obviously having a family and mostly doing a day job. So I've had taken a little bit of time off day job, but not the whole week. I'm going to take a rest next week, and I'm planning to have a few days away, generally speaking. So the plan is that I'm not planning to do a video, as I said. I'll put anything I find in the comments for next week, so I will keep an eye out. I'm not imagining next week looks so hot anyway, because there's not any all weather until you get to Friday, I think. So there's an all weather break, so it's just the jumps pretty much. Then, because I think Dundalk might be on Friday next week, and then when you get to the weekend, the Saturday at this stage doesn't look so great, apart from the Meydan meeting. So that's the one that the kind of the end of the carnival. So Meydan looks good on Saturday, and the other meeting is the Curragh. So it's the start of the flat season in Ireland, and so we've got the Curragh meeting. So UK wise, not great next weekend, but actually in Ireland and in Dubai it is. So yeah, the plan is I'm not going to make a video. I'll put stuff in the comments. Unless I think, oh, do you know what? I might. Those Dubai races look particularly good, or the Curragh races particularly good, And then if I do a video, it will be a quick, short format, few minutes on my phone type job. So so hopefully that makes sense. I will kind of reiterate this again on Saturday. But thank you very much for everyone who's joined me for the week, whether you are just here for the week or you're a regular or you have followed this and despite the fact you've won no money, you like the cut of my jib and you think you might stay around and follow the vids for the next few weeks and see. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate all the support, and I know a lot of you appreciate likewise how much effort goes into it. And yeah, I am be more frustrated than anyone that it's not gone well so far. But we have got one more quarter of the game to go. 3 quarters down, a quarter to go. We're in it. We could win it. We might not win it. We'll find out. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.